Hey everybody, it's Urban Libertarian here, back again with another video. So today I wanted to make a video about a study and a write-up, studies by Pew Research, and Paul Joseph Watson of Infowars wrote this really good article that I just had to comment about. So it's about how basically the left is intolerant, and it's the reason I like doing these studies is because they basically confirm in a academic or political scientific way everything we already know. And if you watch, anything, and even Fox News, but whatever, you just watch TV, it's you'll never know it. And if you're in my situation, being, I'm not conservative, I'm not even libertarian, I don't know, but I'm definitely not like most people around me in Los Angeles. Uh, for sure. That's for damn sure. Um, and I've experienced this, and it's just really good to see how these research polls, and other studies, how they just you know basically prove how I feel and how a lot of other people feel. So a new Pew Research poll finds that liberals are far more intolerant than conservatives, once again slaying the sacred cow that leftists are less bigoted when it comes to people who hold different beliefs to them. Right, so they're supposed to be, oh, like, let's be open-minded to everything, except if you don't agree with me. It's the weirdest thing. It's so strange. Nearly half, 47% of liberal Democrats say a friend's support for Donald Trump would put a strain on their relationship, the poll found, while just 13% of Republicans and Republican leaners say a friend's support for Hillary Clinton would do the same. So that's pretty huge. So that just goes to show you right there the intolerance. If you say you're a Trump supporter in LA, it's just like, oh my God, right? But it's not even like what Trump. It's like the whole represent. Even if you're not a Trump supporter, you say, and I'm not even I'm not really a Republican, right? But I'm definitely not a liberal Democrat, which I like some of the things they believe in. But if you lived in Southern California or California in general for the past 50 years, especially the past 20, 30 years, holy shit, you've seen what the fuck they've done to the state, and the stupid cucked Republicans who just go along with it. It's like all the politicians in this fucking state. Holy shit. So the poll also found that liberal intolerance actually increases with more education. Right? And that just goes to prove that the brainwashing that happens in the colleges. Yes, I'm a college graduate, and when I was in college, I definitely felt that there was a fight, and there's other stories I could get into, but I want to try to stay on topic here. But yeah, it's very strange. Seems like the allegedly smarter you get, the dumber you get politically. Very strange. Where was it? Where was I? Sorry guys, I'm getting lost here. Moving too fast. There's a 17 percentage point gap between the share of Democrats with a college degree or more education, that's 44%, and the same with no more than a high school education, 27%. Saying a friend voting for Trump would put a strain on the friendship. Yeah, like you go to college and it's just this weird, especially now. I mean, I'm not even in college now. God, I can only imagine what it's like now, but it's just like this weird communist, Wiccan, I don't know, just super like non-Christian white male view, which, I'm neither of those, but it's very strange. You get bombarded by it, and you notice it very quickly. So a previous Pew study also found that more Clinton supporters, 47%, had zero Trump supporting friends, while fewer, 31% Trump supporters had zero Clinton supporting friends, suggesting that conservatives are far more open to socializing with people who hold different beliefs. It's strange. I guess I lean more towards the conservative side. I'm definitely like a libertarian, and sadly, I don't know, sadly, but I guess conservative, which is like the rock star. Being conservative now is like super punk rock. It really is. It just really is. Like the liberal leftists have gone so insane that it's only for like, I don't know, like stupid young kids who just, they're ignorant because they're young and it's not really their fault, and like crazy old communists. Honestly, I don't get it. It's very bizarre now. But I mean, that's just to show you they're very close-minded on that really far left side. It's very strange, but actually it's not if you actually think about it. It's communist. There is there's not a lot of open-mindedness in that belief system or that system. The outcome of the poll will be no surprise to conservatives, right, who have found themselves shunned, berated, and abused both online and in real life and over their political views. And tell me about it. Tell me, you try being conservative in Hollywood. See how far that gets you. However, the results once again decimate the popular myth desperately upheld by the left that liberals are tolerant of people different from themselves. So very true. In reality, leftists' love for diversity evaporates when it comes to diversity of opinion. Gay Magazine Out recently encouraged its readers to drop gay conservative friends in an article entitled "What to Do When Your Friend's a Gay Republican." I explain why it's not just okay to dump Trump supporter friends, it's imperative to do so, tweeted Michael Musto. What a dick. Fucking cock. Before the election, Time Magazine's Jill Filipovich also urged readers to end relationships with Trump supporters, writing, "Dating a Trump supporter this election season? There has never been a better reason to return yourself to single status." I mean, wow. So, I mean, that is just closed-minded, and you're going to find yourself lonely and pissed off and hating men and probably turning yourself into a lesbian. Other studies have also slayed another sacred cow of the left, namely that liberals are generous towards those less fortunate than themselves. I was just talking about this with friends a couple days ago. Less well-off families from red states donate a relatively higher and growing proportion of their money to charity than liberals. A philanthropy chronicle, I can't even say that word right. Chronicle investigation found. Both studies illustrate that despite their relentless virtue signaling about how humanitarian and tolerant they are, when it comes down to it, leftists are miserly, petty, bigoted, and small-minded. Generally speaking, let's not say every, but that's where it tends to lean. And that's why I like research and scientific polls, because it's not just a feeling or an opinion. That's why I like doing these videos based on polls, especially from like names that everybody tends to trust, like Pew, Harvard, blah blah blah, Stanford. So just so you know, it's a real research. It's not. That's another thing. People go, "Oh, you got it from InfoWars. It must be some conspiracy thing." It's like, no, actually, when you go to InfoWars, at least they leave like the links where you can click on the articles. Shit, you go to like, a lot of these other websites, mostly liberal, they don't even give you anything where you can click. Like, at least, InfoWars cites its sources. So I thought this was interesting. The women, and this is how they titled it, "Since Trump's election, increased attention to politics, especially among women." Well, in a way, that's good. That's good, ladies, that you're actually paying attention. But honestly, what it is that this is the thing. This is how I interpret this. Is that basically, obviously, women are more in touch with their feelings, and women are more emotional, and the backlash against Trump, and not only Trump, but the backlash against people wanting freedom, people wanting to be self-reliant, people not wanting to rely on the state for everything. And because when you rely on the state, that means they control your lives. That's what communism is, right? It's easy to get on emotions. If you see all these people protesting, they can't articulate why they're protesting against Trump and the majority of the American people. Well, technically not majority, because he did win. Trump didn't win the majority vote. Yes, I understand, right? But a massive, and it's close, a massive will of the people, right? And they just can't articulate what they're feeling. You know what I mean. Trump's a racist. Well, how is he racist? Oh, well, Trump's a bigot. Oh, how do you know? Well, tell me, list some examples. He called hold by the pussy, whatever, right? Trump's a fascist. Really? How? It's like, really? Where were all you people? Like, why are women only paying attention now? Because everybody was getting fucked under Obama. Because, it's a big PR thing, and Trump is losing the PR campaign. He's not helping himself, But it's because the propaganda machine media is just pushing. They can't have freedom in America, so they're really freaked out, and they ran a shit campaign with Hillary. Jesus, right? They fucked that one apart, so they had to do the whole Russia thing. But yeah, so right now they're really going after women, and they've been going after women for a long time, and they're just going with the emotions, and they're just trying to go with this whole misogyny thing, blah blah blah. But you know what, ladies, you're leading yourself into communism and accepting Sharia law, and that's what I see on the left. It's very weird, and it's no bueno. So you might as well get off that fucking train real fast. But yeah, this poll is this research really interesting, right? So let me just read this a little bit. Following an election that had one of the largest gender gaps in history, yeah, but women are the ones that actually got Trump elected. Women are more likely than men to say they are paying increased attention to politics because it's all emotional based. And while far more Democrats, yeah, that's what they left out. They put it in the second paragraph. Far more Democrats than Republicans say they have attended a political event, rally, or protest. Yeah, because it's all manufactured. Democratic women, especially younger women and those with postgraduate degrees, are among the most likely to have participated in such a political gathering because they're the most easily brainwashed and manipulated. They've gone through the system that bases everything on quote unquote equality and not liberty and freedom, right? And then they get out and then they're totally brainwashed, and then they're just taught, you know, it makes so much sense. So they're totally brainwashed. I don't know. I'm done ranting. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.